Good day, brethren, and welcome to another edition of our 5-minute Sunday School lessons. We started lesson 9 last week, family-related challenges, and we looked at division 1, family, God's first institution. We looked at how marriage began, being a setup of God in the Garden of Eden. God solved the problem of loneliness for man and created a companion that was suitable for him. So the Bible said, "Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife." Today, we are looking at division 2, family becomes challenging. The two sections we will be looking at today are A, causes, and B, cure. So looking at A, causes. Challenges have always been part of life, and the family has always had its own share. Abraham had his own problems as he had to deal with barrenness for a prolonged period in his marriage. He also had to cope with the challenge of rivalry between Sarah and Hagar. Isaac and Rebekah had to deal with problems arising for preferential love over their children, Jacob and Esau. Joseph had to face hatred from his brothers. Hannah had to cope with barrenness and an annoying rival in Peninnah, in Elkanah's polygamous home. David contended with rebellion from his son Absalom and also faced the rigors of polygamy. Families have faced challenges arising from varying causes. These include money problems, the lack of quality time, household responsibilities, challenges with raising children, or even the lack of children itself. Interventions from friends and extended family members, irritating habits on the part of partners, and even sex. The death of a partner or even a child can also change everything. These issues have a tendency to break up a family, especially when God is not acknowledged in such a family. When carnality and emotions are allowed to have their way, strife, hatred, jealousy, scheming, violence, and even murder can occur. God knows that we can have all of these challenges in our marriages and has thus made provisions and instructions in the scriptures to guide us to succeed. But when we fail to acknowledge the guidance of God and the fact that the family itself is an institution of God, we tend to follow our own ways, our own ideas and wisdom. This leads to failure. And when challenges overwhelm your family, it is best to look up to God, who is the originator, for help. What challenges do you face in your marriage today? Challenges will always come. It is your response that counts. What are your responses to your family's challenges? B. Cure. Now, how can we overcome the challenges of family today? Let's go back to our memory scripture. It says, "Nevertheless, neither is man independent of the woman, nor the woman independent of the man in the Lord." There are two important lessons here. One, success in a family is not achieved independently. It is a collaborative work among the participants. And secondly, the man and the woman are not the only participants in a successful marriage. God must be involved. He is the foundation of a successful marriage. Hence, to overcome the challenges of marriage, the husband and the wife should be ready to take responsibility and act cooperatively as they seek the help and guidance of the one who brought them together, God. Remember, what God has joined together is what the phrase usually says. Now, knowing that there will always be challenges, we should prepare for them and have a fail-proof strategy to tackle them. Proverbs chapter 3 from verse 5 to 6 tells us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not depend on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Don't be wise in your own opinion. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil." Now, when you encounter problems in your marriage, don't approach them by traditional or human reasoning. Seek God's help by praying about it. Rather than venting out your emotions on your partner, proactively and cooperatively call on God together for solutions. Turn your family challenges into opportunities for spiritual growth and a deeper love for each other. Concentrate on growing together in God and being conscious of his purpose. Whatever you put in God's able hands does not fail. Our lesson summary: make God your family's foundation. Seek his help together over every challenge and allow him to guide you to victory. May our families not be lost in the chaos of today's world. Please let's take these lessons to heart as we are sure to win. Join us next week as we move on to lesson 10. God bless you and have a great week ahead.